Welcome, Gemini, to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is your love reading starting here today, just at the very end of March. I set the time frame for all of April, basically. So let's see what's going on for you in terms of your love story. I just want to say this is not a quick fix reading. If you're looking for a quick fix, I'm probably way too many cards. I'm probably not your reader. It takes me... There we go. It takes me a little bit to build up the energy, and it's more like towards the end of the reading, I have a full picture. And then for those who wants to go even further, I have an extended at the end of this. So let's see what's going on for you. As I said, it's a love reading. However, if you feel like, no, she's completely describing my career situation or health journey or whatever, then apply it to that. Trust your instinct on what you feel I'm talking about, because your guides will have you listen to that. Okay. So we have 3 of Raphael, 8 of Gabriel, and Page of Gabriel. Interesting. And I hear one more, so I'm going to do one more. Really? Love life for Gemini. There you go. Okay, I'm going to show you. So first we have 3 of Raphael. The ship is coming in. Time for celebration. We have the Page of Gabriel. A new energy, and it's time to turn the page, probably in love. 8 of Gabriel, infinity sign there, endless possibilities, a lot of freedom. You're about to step into a lot of freedom, a lot of unconditional energy, unconditional love even. And then 9 of Raphael, which is basically you, Gemini, because when I get the magician, I understand that in the typical tarot reading, maybe the magician is somebody else, some other sign, but for me, the magician has always come out when I'm feeling like an attachment, a connection with the Gemini sign. And so this is very much the magician. It's 9 of Raphael. He holds this lamp. It says, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So that's very much a magician. So that's you showing up in your own reading here. So let's see what this is about. 3 of Raphael, the ship is coming in. There's I see whatever this is. If this is a love relationship, if you're single, Gemini, and you've been wanting to see a relationship come to fruition, it's like you're getting a little bit of it, if that makes any sense. Like there's a little bit seeping in. There's a little bit coming in. It's not the full relationship. It's not like if this is you have already met somebody, it's like maybe you have a difficult time to label what you are. Even if you felt like you really like this person, or like you're down for just making a commitment, maybe the other person is just not giving you like a full, they're there, but it's not a full commitment. And yet you don't know how to label it. It's like you don't know what you are. That type of vibe. Or if this is you, like they're fully committed, because it can be vice versa. If they're fully committed, but you don't know really where you stand, and so you haven't put like an etiquette on it. Like you can't label it. Okay, so let's clarify this. 3 of Raphael. What is this for Gemini, please? 3 of Raphael. Because otherwise, like generally, this is your ship is coming in. Whatever it is that you want in your already relationship, if there's something special that you're seeking, that is now coming in. Or if there's a relationship that you're seeking, that is coming in. It's allowing you to step through this portal and choose something new for yourself and for your partner, or choose something new in terms of the choice of partner. So clarify this 3 of Raphael, please. There's a lot of healing here also. Like a lot of healing has taken place. Out comes the Universe card, the awareness number 1. It's a brand new beginning. So this is a very connected, like you're very connected to this person. This is like maybe you dream a lot about them, or you don't know that this is them, but you just dream about somebody, like there's some sort of energy there at night. This can also be that you're constantly, maybe not constantly, but like a big proportion throughout your day, you're really thinking about this person, because at the very crown, at the very, like the divine level, you're very connected in with this person. There's a strong telepathic connection that you have with this person. And it's a numerology wise, we have a brand new beginning here around it. So interesting. And then next out we're gonna just clarify everything once we get to the end of this. Page of Gabriel, which means that there is a new energy on the table that's being presented, and like we're turning the page when it comes to love. And it's like you're having this searchlight. I see this today as a searchlight, like you've been searching for quite some time. Maybe a little bit fed up, like hand in your, like to your side like that, like you're all in balance. You worked on yourself. You know who you are, and you have this, like you're ready to go. You just want the other person to show up, and like I said, if you're already with somebody, it's like you want the other person to show up the way you want them to show up. Or if you're single, like you just want your person to show up. You have divine guidance there. Like the angels are with you, are on your side, guiding you to meet this person. I don't think it's so much you. I don't think that this is you. I mean, this is you, but I mean, I don't think it's you who's not ready, because you're very like stable. The brown for me represents balance, and almost like a little bit impatient that it hasn't showed up yet, or that it doesn't sort of go your way. And like with that light there, with this searchlight, it's like you're the one you're the one being ready. You're the one, like, so it's more like you wait on the other person. I don't think it's too much the other person who's very stable and balanced and have their light out for you to sort of come find them. I think it's you. It can be vice versa. So take however that resonates for you. But I feel like you're very ready for this relationship, or for this next phase in an already relationship. Okay? Gabriel is showing up here, which always represents children for me. Gabriel always shows up when there's children involved. So it can also be like there's something around kids that just needs to be balanced out first. Before, like, it's not just you entering into a new relationship, or it's not just you that are entering into this new phase of this relationship, because there's other people, and in this case kids, involved. So it's like it's gonna, I don't know why I get one size fits all, but because obviously not one size fits all. But there's something about it's not just for you. It's like whatever is good for you and all. Maybe you're a little bit tired of that. You just want to get on with it. Turning the page, I'm actually, usually the page card is just sort of almost like a transitioning, it's like a transitioning card. It's like a little path to just a new, like coming from 3 of Raphael, like, okay, there's a little bit coming in here, and we have this page in the middle, like it's a passage. It's like a little trail to just get you to from point A to point B. But this card just really stands out almost on its own today. So this transitioning path, this transitioning trail probably has been longer and has taken it's not just one place to the other, and it's a very short gap. I think that this gap has been very significant for you. So page, can we clarify this page, please? Sometimes I'm super drawn to the text to read it out, and sometimes, like today, I'm not drawn to the text whatsoever. And then I don't read it out. Can we clarify the page, please? Ooh, the whole deck. Victory and success, guys. So it's like it will lead to a happy ending. Like if you just stay the course and you drop the frustration and drop the impatience a little bit. I know it's not easy, and especially to tell a Gemini to just calm down a bit. Not your cup of tea. But it's like now it seems like it's almost your frustration or almost your impatience that is a little bit holding it off. So if you feel a little bit frustrated or a little bit, I don't feel the frustration to be too big though. It's not like you're borderline irritation. Although when I said that, for some of you guys, that feels a little bit true. Like you're, the right word that I'm looking for is agitated. Like it doesn't take much for you to feel a little bit agitated. Like you're a little bit pissed off. Sometimes that's not going to be for all, but you immediately know if that is you. Like, yeah, I do feel a little bit pissed off. And I just have to add, right now, I don't know what's going on in the ethers, but it's like, I feel like there's been sort of this feeling of every other day emotions, or every other day feeling, like every other day moods. One day it's like, oh my God, I can create a whole new world today. Like I'm ready to take on the world or even create a new one. And so I feel so refreshed. I feel very light. I feel very energized, to only the next day feel like whatever back in the day, whenever I was drinking alcohol, it was like this, wearing this hat, like wearing this, just pressure on your forehead, like on your, just a big pressure and just heavy in the energy, having a slight headache, and the whole day, like just being really, really slow and not really wanting to do anything, only to the day after go back into this bright and fluffy and shiny and very energized place. It's very roller coastery, and one day to the next, like when I'm feeling energized, it's like, so like today, I don't have a headache today. It's like very bright and fluffy. Yesterday, not so much. Yesterday was a big, so I'm happy that I wasn't recording yesterday. But yeah, anywho, maybe you recognize yourself. And so just sort of try as best as you can to just go with the flow. I feel like there's bigger things playing into this. It's not just, because sometimes I just need to check in with myself. Have I been enough in resistance for me to just start to have a headache or start to be like in a resistant place? Because that's going to start to show up in my body. But when it's that roller coaster, it should have been just a couple of days to be in resistance, and I'm rarely in resistance for a couple of days. Like these days, it's like, maybe an hour, and then you're out of it because I just immediately know what to do about it. But it's in the ethers, and I know I'm not alone. Like there's other people that has confirmed the same thing. So it's like there's something is up. And I quite don't know what it is. I sort of have just gone along with it. So maybe you recognize yourself in that. I just want to say, when those days shows up, to just not trying to manifest anything, not try to achieve or materialize anything, because you're coming from a place where you're in way more resistance, and you don't want to like attract stuff on your resistant day. So you want to attract stuff, like go full on out on the day where you feel bright and fluffy and shiny again. So this page, this little interaction between A and B, this little transition between, I'm so all over the place with the words today, this little transition path or trail between A and B, like you're going to come into success. You are going to come into success. But what I started out talking about was that your slight offness, your slight frustration / impatience is the very thing that doesn't lead you to success, is the very thing that actually has held off whatever you're searching for in your already relationship, or the fact that this person that you're waiting on is coming in. So, but we'll see the sun starts to shine there through the clouds. You're going to thrive. Like you're just going to come into the most beautiful place. Number 6 there in numerology wise speaks about your connection with your inner being. That's listening to your higher self, to your higher power. And then we have 8 or Gabriel, which is so beautiful. It's just so much freedom, so much power, so much strength, endless possibilities. Kids there again, like Gabriel is with you to just have this transition be easier on the kids. There is something there for the children. Clarifying number 8, please. 8 or Gabriel. We're coming into this new, very high vibrating energy for sure. You already are there, so that's probably why it's so freaking irritating when you feel the offness of it. Like it doesn't take too much for you to sort of have an off feeling. Like back in the day when I was honestly just really depressed, you don't notice all that much that sort of goes against you, or when you're having an off day, it's just in alignment with your depression, right? But when you're over the years just raising your vibration and raising it and raising it and raising it, the moment you step like in front of yourself or step in opposition to who you have become, it freaking hits you so hard. It can feel like it's the most tiniest thing that just gets you so freaking upset. And it should, because it just shows it's out of alignment. It's not like right there in alignment. So it should freak you out. It should, get your attention. But it gets your attention so much faster and so much harder for so little things. But that's because the vibration is so freaking high. Okay? So can we clarify this 8 of Gabriel? I just threw that in there, didn't I? Like back in the day when I was depressed, then blah, blah, blah. Anyway, wow. Destiny, partnerships, and deception and envy. What is going on here? We have like 2 completions. So we have 1 completion with the number 10 here. Numerology wise, 10 is all about completion. It's a new beginning. We have come full circle. It's your destiny. It's the destiny card coming out underneath the 8 of Gabriel. So it's like the endless possibilities, the coming into your like really high vibration, your where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to go in life, and preferably with this person. It's like you're meant to show up here. You're meant to show up here. It's your destiny. There is something going on here, and like you probably feel it in your bones. You probably feel like this is so the person for you, or if you're in a committed relationship, there's something that you're going towards it, and it's in your DNA that you just feel like, I know this thing is right for us. I know this thing, like whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, or whatever sort of conclusion or result agenda that you have, is like, it's just, it's the thing for you. It's so right for you guys. And so maybe you're just a little bit faster, like you're a little bit faster in where you're going if you compare to your partner that is not as fast or don't see it as clearly as you do. to try not to drag them along too fast, but just let them have their own pace. And I understand that that is a little bit frustrating, but it's only frustrating if you sort of step away from your connection with your inner being and start to see that they're not there. Focus on that you are there, be connected to your inner being, and your person will show up in the same place. If you're in alignment with each other, your person will show up there. But the minute you start to leave yourself and start to watch that they're not there, you're sort of getting out of your own alignment. You're getting out of your own balance with your inner being, right? If you're looking for your person, it might also be the thing that you feel like you're there. You're there and you want this relationship, but where are they? And if you just stay here and just connect with yourself and just feel, I feel that they are with me. I sense them. Like I sense them in my heart. I sense them in my crown. Like I feel them. You know that they're with you. And it might start to feel a little bit like, not upsetting, but a little bit frustrating to you that they haven't showed up yet. Try as best as you can. This is your destiny. It's like you have wheeled. See what I did there? You've wheeled them in to your reality. Like destiny to me is only something, like something's destined. Yes, we probably pre-planned a whole lot of things before even coming to Earth. However, you have free will and you're like completely free to manifest and materialize whatever it is that you want. And I feel like you have really worked on this person, if that makes sense. Like you really have worked on this relationship to get this relationship to come in. There is like, okay, so we have partnerships and alliances. There is a connection. There is like, we're gonna come into there's going to be an agreement around this. There is going to be like, we're going to get on this. If you're in a committed relationship, you're going to get on the same page. There might just need a little bit of time, but you're going to get on the same page eventually. And there's going to be a connection made. If you're single, there's going to be a connection made with this person. There's this deception and envy, and these two cards came out together. And so we have destiny number 10, completion, and then we have partnerships and envy 3, and then deception and envy 7. And if you combine those, we have another 10. So there's something about like, can we just pull a card on this? Because I just want to see that I'm going the right way with this. Can we just clarify this deception and envy in this partnership? Deception and envy in this partnership. Power. Okay, they're not even interested. Okay, they're not even interested to talk too much about what has happened in the past. This is what you're coming into. So there's another number 8 there. Power. This is you like bringing out your inner strength, bringing out your inner lion. This is the power card. It's the Leo. So you might have a connection with the Leo somehow, some way. You might have a strong Leo in your chart. 8th are again endless possibilities. There's something that has led you into like you're inspired to reach for your connection, your inner being, to reach for that inner power, to let that inner power come out and just be exactly who you are. I feel like there's this okay, there's one story for committed. There's very separate stories, very aligned sometimes and very separate sometimes, but they definitely are coming out for both committed and single here today. So for the committed, what I get first is there's a weird, like if you who are already with your person, maybe I shouldn't label it. Maybe that's what I started out saying. You have a tough time to label what you are. Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm getting. So I feel like there's a weird jealousy going on. So if this is your person being a little bit jealous of you, or jealous of your connection to your children, or jealous of, or you being jealous of your partner and his or her children, or if this is like jealousy towards, they're jealous for you, sort of have chosen a little bit more of the life that you want to lead, or vice versa. You feel like if you could trade, like in a heartbeat, you would trade to just have what your person is having. There is some sort of jealousy going on. It's not super outspoken. Like, I don't think that either of you have ever, like, I'm jealous of you, but there is some sort of underlying jealousy here, which just speaks about that just be honest with yourself. If you feel like, yeah, if I'm like really honest with myself, that actually is me, then the only thing you need to do, Gemini, is just to connect with your inner being again. Jealousy can only appear, can only be felt if you've lost your connection. You can't really lose your connection, because that's saying like, you see this arm here, I lost it. Well, it's right there. Well, it's such a lousy analogy. I'm just gonna drop that. Anyway, it just sucked. You can't lose the connection altogether. You just can't. But you can definitely sort of work against it and make it a bigger deal for you what's going on the outside than just really trying to connect with your inner being. If you're connected to your inner being, if you're with your higher power, you just don't feel jealous. You just don't, because then you have everything. Everything is complete. Everything is whole, and so there's no lack. If this is not you, if you just feel like, no, I know in my heart it's not me, but I know exactly that this is my person. They haven't said it out loud that they're jealous, but you can feel the tendency. So perhaps this is you having children from before, and it's them having children from before and coming together, or it's you having a special bond to some of your kids, whereas your partner doesn't, like, and there's a jealousy there. Or, and I'm saying kids because we have Gabriel here on the table, but there has been so much about kids already. But if this is like, it's them feeling jealous of your life, or jealous of, maybe you have other suitors, like you just really live a rich life and they're sort of a little bit pissed because they feel like they can't have the same. For some reason they've turned that off, and making you the bad guy because they feel a little bit jealous. There's something going on there that sort of would really benefit from being cleared out. It would help you a lot to clear that out. If you're single, there's this there's this ex. Okay. Yeah, you are this, Gemini. You are balanced and you are ready. You're having your light on, like you turn it on, and so for the person to find you. But there is this little wrinkle. This little wrinkle is a good expression of what I'm feeling. Not too big, but still a little wrinkle, you know? It is not flat if there's a little wrinkle there, you know? And that little wrinkle is like a needle in the eye. There's an X here that it's still in your energy and that you're still dealing with in one way or another. I feel like it probably is your person who is jealous of you. Your person is having a hard time. It's like nagging at you, or is really not having any of it at the moment. Just feeling really out of balance. Just try to, I know, but just try to, as much as you can, come from the heart when you look at them, which probably will annoy you, annoy them even more so at the very beginning, because it's like when you're really pissed, you don't want somebody to understand you. You just want to be pissed. And if they don't have a reason to be pissed, it's even more annoying. And then they're even more pissed at you. So, but if you stay in love, stay in your heart as best as you can, it will smooth over. But I feel like there's one of the reasons that you are not attaching yourself fully to this person, like you can't put a label on it, or you can't just fully have them come into your life, is one, you're a little bit impatient, which sort of messes a little bit with the energy, and two, there's this X there that you also then keep alive. that you just need to drop. You just need to let go of it. And they might do a really good job. And if there's a lot of kids, like if there's kids, maybe there's an ex that you have kids together with, because of all the kids here. There might be an ex that you have your kids together with, so that you just can't cut it right off. Like you just have to talk to them because you're maybe co-parenting or whatever you're doing. But then just try as best as you can to just do exactly what you need to do. And every time you think of them, just try to think of them from love, and you will lose that, like you will let it go. And you will make like a clear energy for the new person to come in. There's a completion around this because we have 3 + 7. There's a completion. And out from this comes your inner power. Like it's almost like you have to bring out your inner lion, like to roar back a little bit, to stand up for yourself, Gemini. Like you have the right to just know where your boundaries at. Like, yeah, they can go on and on and on, and maybe they're feeling entitled to go on and on and on. But at some point, Gemini, you just sort of have to go, okay, I hear you and I understand that you're really frustrated. And they might just continue to argue and say, I'm not frustrated, like in their most frustrated, I'm not frustrated. That you just have the right to put down your boundaries. And sometimes putting down boundaries is just have as little contact, or as little like in your mind and in physical contact as possible. It might look like you're ignoring them a little bit, and you are. You're ignoring the energy for the energy to not take hold anymore. Okay? And then we have this 9 of Raphael, the Magician, the make a wish, dreams become reality. Like it sounds like it's a little bit in this reading, but it's overall really, really beautiful. Like the ship is coming in. You're going towards exactly what it is that you want if you're in a committed relationship, and you are attracting this new person. If you're single, this new person is just on the brink to come in. We have a completion here, and you're about to step into your destiny, the destiny that you have created for yourself. I'll clarify this Magician, please. Number 5, emotional loss. So yeah, they just want to show you what's in the way. There's a little bit of a hiccup. There's a little bit of a hang up. It's still, I'm hearing the word residual, and I know that I learned that word not too long ago. Residual, like it's in Swedish that would be hänger kvar lite, fortfarande lite kvar. It's just a residual energy that there is a loss here somehow. And I'm not going to even make that like a committed or a single Gemini. I'm just going to say that there's a loss here. You feel it has been a little bit lonely, and it has been an emotional loss here. But it needed to take place in order for you to come into your destiny, to come into your true power, and to turn into who you are, Gemini. This is you, the Magician. To have you understand, okay, I'm just going to create it on my own then. Like, okay, I'm just going to do whatever I need to do. There's a residual energy. There's the wrinkle. It's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little frustration that still pops up. But it's just that little thing that is just in the way of just actually just allowing in exactly what it is that you want. Okay? I'm gonna take this to the extended reading and see what else I can find here. So if you feel like this is your reading, you resonate with this, then you're so welcome to come to the extended. Link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching. Happy Easter, everybody. I'm gonna take a little bit of time off just as I got up and running again, but we have Easter coming up now, so probably back in a week from now, and then we have a couple of more signs. So it's gonna be a little bit of a while until I get back to you guys. So happy Easter, everybody. Take care.